Hey everybody, this is DieselMod2 and I am here to talk about two games for the Wii and the DS. That's right, this is a dual game review. What are the games? Well, Sonic Colors for the Wii and the Sonic Colors for the DS. Let's start. First of all, the game definitely is a Sonic game. I mean, it's got all kinds of cool things. You get things called wisps. Wow, wisps. Well, what do you think about next? Well, think about it. I mean, they made towels. They made the wisps. It's kind of like Final Fantasy's own chocobos. Anyway, the wisps. These characters are much different from the actual towels in Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. This time they can help out. There are some pretty good significant kinds of wisps in both versions of Sonic Colors. So let's get to it. For the Wii, you have Drill, you've got Frenzy, you've got Cube, you've got Rocket, you've got Hover, and Drill. That is awesome. Now, each one has a specific power. Each one does exactly as it says it does. Frenzy turns you into a Pac-Man-like figure, a Sonic, and it's awesome. Rocket does exactly that. It shoots up in the sky. That is awesome. Drill does exactly as it says. It drills through things. Hover does exactly what it says in its name. Hovers. Cube lets you use cubes. That's right. Those little things on the screen that you see on certain levels let you use them to create platforms. And of course, one of my favorite ones in the whole entire game is definitely Frenzy, because Frenzy is kind of a different ability. Now the game does come up, and now the DS version is a little bit different from the Wii version. Let me tell you about that. The bosses are a little bit different. There's a few differences in how you fight the bosses. Let's see what was there. Well, there's two individual bosses that are actually in both versions of the game, which is the pirate. They're both in Sonic Colors for the Wii and Sonic Colors for the DS. And then there's the blimp ones. They're both in both versions. Now the other two bosses, the Ferris wheels, aren't in the one, but there is another boss that's kind of like that. Now let's talk about the wisps for the DS. The DS itself has 5 different wisps, not 6. There's still, there's the regular ones, the 3 ones that I told you about. The Drill, the Drill and the Rocket. Those two are the only ones that are actually in the DS version. There are 3 new ones for the DS version. There's Void. This thing is like a black hole. Now this thing sucks up everything, just like a black hole would. It gets bigger with every time, but it's hard when you get when you get enough. Then we got Blast. This little guy, there's a red wisp that will let you use explosions. That is awesome. And finally, then there's the what's that last one I'm thinking about? There's another one. Anyway, basically that's basically all it is. Now there are a few changes for the DS version and the Wii version. Now there is Supersonic in both games. Supersonic in the Wii version, you have to get these little medals. No, not like Mario Galaxy. I hate when people say, well, this game is like Mario Galaxy. No, it's not. It's not at all like Mario Galaxy. This game is very different. It's got some similarities to Galaxy, but Sonic was in space first. Take a look at Sonic Adventure, for example. There's a boss at the end of the game where you have to fight in space. But in the DS version, you do have those little coins, but they are not used for Supersonic. In the DS version, you use your stylus to move Sonic around in a classic 2D side-scrolling tube, just like for Sonic 2. You have to collect orbs. Now the difference between Sonic Colors for the Wii, Supersonic, and which I've never gotten yet, but I'm working on it, and the Supersonic for the DS is very different. In Sonic Colors for the Wii, you can play them as on any levels, except for boss levels. But if you get all the Chaos Emeralds in Sonic Colors, you can only become Supersonic after you've beaten the Negabot at the end of the game. But you're probably like, well, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. Well, actually, there's a secret boss at the end of Sonic Colors for the DS. The secret boss is the Nega Mother. Now, the Nega Mother has been possessed by the Nega Wisps. And since she's been possessed by them, you have to fight her. It's pretty cool. Besides, a few flaws in the game, I really do like it. I do have a few problems with the DS version. Some of the levels are kind of difficult, you know. And if you get a game over, you gotta start all over again. But you know, that's just a classic Sonic game, though. And Supersonic is definitely worth getting all 7 Chaos Emeralds on the DS version. I'm not sure about the Wii version because I've never gotten him, but I'm working on it. But I will tell you this. The bosses are cool. The final product was awesome. If you guys played the demo you can get off the Wii channel, then you would definitely like Sonic Colors for the DS and the Wii. By the way, I give Sonic Colors for the Wii a 9.5 out of 10. Good game, definitely recommend it. I like the colors and the wisps. They're awesome. But some of the levels are a little bit difficult. But that's Sonic for you. Sonic Colors DS gets an 8.5 out of 10. It's a great game. It's a great 2D side-scrolling game, but it's a little bit tough for those who've never played Sonic before. Anyway, this is Diesel 2. This is sign off. See you next time with another Nintendo Wii or DS review. See ya!